So last week we look at this. Okay. I will go to the text. The last time I think I mentioned graphics, right? Uh, where
Yes.
you can add text to your video, but mostly this one I personally don't like going there. I like using the legacy title. Initially, you see at the top text. So those who are using an older version of Premiere will see text at the top. They won't see graphics. But graphics, when you go to graphics, it comes with what we call motion. This motion graphics. So it's like a template. You buy them and then you load them. Okay. So if you want a lower third, they give you a certain kind of lower third here. So you choose the one you want, and then you change the. So you can come here and do text, vertical, and all those ones. But I think I will go to the legacy one. So you go to new, and then legacy title. Then you can give a name. Okay. So let me just say this is basic. Then you click on OK. So yes, so this is it. You can have your text and everything here. My tests are not even showing. Let me see. Okay. So let me bring in the tools. So you see the three dots here. You click on it and you bring the tools. Then you can see the tools here. For example, if I want to write a name, okay, I can bring in a rectangle. Okay, so the rectangle is here. You can draw. There are other shapes there. So I can draw a rectangle. Let me expand this a little. Then I want the property of the rectangle. So properties. So the properties will be here. So you can see the color. Okay, so I can select the color that I want. You see the opacity. I want it to have a little transparency, so I reduce the opacity a little. You can add shadow to it, but I don't need shadow for this one. Okay, so that's basically what I need. Then I can, let me drag this. You can select any side and drag it. It's going to become bigger. So you just send the mouse and then you drag. Okay, so let me say I'm writing Loretta. Let me use small letter Loretta and Lawrence. Then I'll select with the selection tool. So when you want to test, you have to write the test. You select these two, the type 2. If you want it vertical, then you use the vertical one. Okay, now this is the property, so I will come in to change the color to white. This is the font. If you know a font name, you can even type it in to use. Okay, so I'm using Montserrat. I will probably go
So
in.
did you
You say Bondi. Bondi.
Sorry, I was saying that are you recording it?
I think I'm recording it, but I plan to do a proper recording tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So this is how you add text. Okay. If I want to add a logo, I can bring in the rectangle to bring in a logo here. Okay. When the rectangle comes here, I go to where you see graphic type. I'll select the graphic. You see the path. I'll go and look for, Let me look for on this logo. Bondi, your logo is with me, right? Bondi logo.
Or just use anyone.
No, I want you to see how your logo appeared.
Okay.
Okay, so I have on this. It looks small. You can select it to increase the size, but this one you have to be careful. Yeah. So that's one way to do it. But let me delete it. I'll show you another way. So when you finish, you can just close it. It will be at where the project is. Okay. Yeah, it will be somewhere here. So let me see where it has saved. Okay. So I can now pick it and put it on my video. Do you see it? Another way to put the logo on it is to bring in the logo as a separate file. So what I will do is that I will import the logo. I can double click. Let me go back to project and then double click here to still go in and load the logo. Okay, let me say I'm picking this logo. And it's going to come here. Okay, so I'll pick it and put it on top of my text. So you can see it here. Now, when I select the text, the logo, the effect control is here. So whatever you select on the timeline, the effect control is here. Every property of that will be here. So if I want the logo to be smaller, I can use the scale. Okay, I can just use the position to repositioning to do the repositioning, or I can just select here the motion. When I select the motion, I will be able to pick the text, the logo to this side. Then I'll scale it in a little. I want it smaller. Then I have it here, so that when the name comes, okay, I can also pick it.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, and let it follow
This can,
vertically.
with the logo, can you do it?
With the logo, can you?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you do it to be like maybe something like 3D? Maybe it will be rotating there or something like that.
If you want to do 3D, there 3D softwares are there, but this is basic. Okay. For example, if I think I want to probably rotate, let me see if it's, you see how it's rotating. I can do animation for it, but you see, I didn't want to go into the animation with
Okay.
you guys because I may confuse you. Even
Okay.
even people in my office, sometimes it's even difficult for them to do it. So you can rotate. It's just a matter of, for example, if, let me see, if these are 0, okay, so look at the rotation. So
Yeah.
from this point I will, so from 0 to, let's say, the middle there, let's say I'm animating it, so it has gone. Make sure, where is the rotation? Okay, let me go to 0. Make sure the animation button is on. You see it here, it's like a clock.
Yes.
Okay, so you put it on, then you rotate the text. So let me 0. Okay, so let me just increase a little. Then first point created, I go to this one, then I rotate it. So you can see it's rotating. So it stopped at this point. So which means that when you finish that, you have to copy and paste it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you have your time, you can do it. But I think I will do a video purposely for animation, okay?
Okay.
So that if you
Okay.
want to look at it, you can look at it. Okay. So that's how you bring in your text. There are some videos that you don't even have to put a background under the text. You can just write the text there, and then it's going to come like this one we did here. Okay. Now we can also probably change the tone of your video. Okay. So when it comes to color, that is when you go to, let me go to effect. So do you see effect? You have video effect, right? So you can have
Yes, sir.
color correction. So let me check the color balance. So I put it on this video and I selected this video. So you go to effect control, you scroll down. You see they've given you the shadow red, balance green. They give you so many colors. The highlight, the shadows are the dark spots, like the shadows in within. The highlight are the brighter side. Okay. So for example, if I think there is more of if I want to add more of red, you see that's the highlight. I can easily go into the shadow to add it. So you can see if I come down, you see. So you can use that to have effect on your color. If I want to delete it, I can just select it here, press delete, and it will not have any effect on that video. Okay. Let me pick another color balance, which is the color balance HLS. Let me see how that one too works. Okay, so it's here. So it's talking about saturation and hue. Saturation has to do with adding more colors. If I want to add more color, do you see it? And when I come down, you see that I'm in black
Yeah.
and white. Okay, so let me go to 0. Hue saturation is going to add other colors to it. So you may have the color changing. So you see it's green. You go up, it's blue. You go up, that is pink. So see when I play the video, this is going to come.
More.
So I'm able to change the entire tone of the video. Okay.
Okay.
Now there, let me see the Lumatrix color, how that one works. Okay, that one has a lot of properties that you can do so many things. I wanted a default one to use. So let me go up to the preset, okay? So the preset, it comes with so many looks that have been done already, okay? So you are looking for maybe cinematic. So they have given you all this. If I pick it, I will just put it on the video. You see how the video has changed. And when you come down here, they have the property here. But this one is inbuilt, okay? So you can pick any of them. If you think you like it, then you can use it. I didn't even see any effect on that one. Film. Okay. So I think let me use it on a human being. Okay. So let me pick this. So do you see how the video has come? It looks more of foreign, like cinematic. Can you see
I
it?
can't see anything.
Can you see it?
I can't see any difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't see difference. Where is the matrix?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to pick it and put it back there again. Bondi, look at it very well. Did you see anything change?
For the background,
Yes, you see the background pop up.
and it's faded a bit, or what?
It didn't actually fade. It's because of the color.
No,
You
the
see,
background is blurred.
the background is already blurred though, but when I added it to it, it
It's
make it,
it's more white.
yeah, it brings a little white into it. You see,
Okay,
so
okay.
it becomes what we
That is
call.
not a massive.
Is it?
It's not a massive.
Yeah, yeah, but this is a serious this thing. Me, I see it to be serious. Uh, any slight change on the video, I will know.
Mm-hmm.
You see this one.
Okay.
You see this one has become darker.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if I put the same thing on these people, it's not every video that it's even going to work. You see how they are doing change.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So we have monochrome, which will be almost like black and white and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So you can add so many effects on each other. Even though I've added another one, I can add more. So you see another one coming down here. Okay. And frankly speaking, this is not the video. Once you get your video correct, you can have this. For example, if I think this video, let me remove the preset. If I think this video is too bright, okay, I will go into my the video effect. I can look for adjustment levels, okay. So I'm increasing the blacks in the video. Can you see it? So it's becoming darker. So you can make use of the level. Then you can also make use of brightness. Okay, so the brightness will come here. You see the brightness and contrast. So you see,
Okay.
I can also bring the brightness down, put in a little contrast. You see, when I go down, see the contrast, and then I can also go up on that one. So I think I will have to spend time to do more of.
Okay. What's the difference between the brightness and the contrast?
The brightness is making the video either bright or dark, but the contrast is bringing some darkness or is making so whitish. See, you see,
Okay.
it's talking about the depth of your color.
Okay.
Yes, it's talking about the depth of the color, but brightness has to do with the lighting. So you can make use of all that. It just needs time to be able to study them. There are a lot of them here. It's not all of them that you'll be able to do. For example, if I pick this crop, okay, let me put it on it. So you see crop, you see left top right corner. Can you see it? So let's say top. I can crop the top of the. So if I'm doing a video that I want to crop the top, I can crop it. Let me take the bottom. I can also crop the.
Okay.
If it's the side that you want to do, you can crop. So you can do. Yeah. Okay. So when I play this video, that's how it's going to come. I crop it. So I'll just type 00 inside them. But I think if you're watching a video that you see the down crop and then the top two like this. Yeah, that is what we call cinematic view. People want to look at it like it's a cinema, so they normally use it that way. Okay, so there are a lot of effect that you can use on your video, and it's not all of them I used. The key here, if for example I'm shooting myself on a green screen, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
if I take a video on the green screen, I can use this key to remove my background and put myself on another background. I think you'll be watching that in movies and other panel discussions. So that what works that way. Then when you are done, last week we say when you are done, you go to File, Export, you select Media.
Okay, so you always have to use a keying to take off the green screen.
Yeah, the green screen.
So it's only the keying.
Yes.
Oh,
So when
okay.
you come to King, you have something you call Luma key.
Mm-hmm.
When you use the Luma, because it's green, you pick the green inside your video.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'll do is I'll look for a green video and then we'll try and see.
Oh, okay.
So when you go
Ah,
to
so it has to be just any green background, or it has to be the particular green screen background.
any green that is bright enough for you to know that it's green, and make sure that the dress you are wearing doesn't have green inside it.
Oh, okay. I thought it's like normally a specific 10
Oh,
day.
any bright green.
Oh, okay.
Will be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that should be able to work in a way.
Okay.
So when you want to save, I told you that you use the format H.26, right? There are a lot of them there, but we use this one because this one works with almost all other systems. Okay. Then the presets, I normally use the high quality 720 or 1080p HD, any of them. The 1080 will be higher in quality than the 720, just that the size will also be higher, bigger than this one. So look at 720, you see there is 40 megabytes. Or you look at 1080, you see 78, almost double the size. Okay. And if you want to reduce the size, you can come in where you see the video, you reduce the target bit rate. If you do it too much, you see that the size is reducing. But if you go even to the video quality may maintain, but after some time your quality may reduce. So a video that is about 1 hour, 2 hours, we normally reduce the bit rate to be able to bring the size of. So when you are reducing, you see the size here reducing, and so this will be the size of the video when you export it. This is the output name, so you have to give it a name. So let me say Loretta and Lawrence wedding. Then you click on save. Then you just click on export. Then your video will take time to export to wherever you are saving it. If you click on queue, it's going to open what we call an encoder. It's a different software. It's the same Adobe software, but that one helps you to encode. What it does is that if I have different sequence, okay, this is one sequence. If I have different sequence that I want to export, and the one that you go to export and then you click on export, so when you go to media and you click on export, it will only do one video at a time. Okay, this one will do only one video. But if you queue it, it will open that encoder for you. So I think I'll send the link to you to download the encoder. It will open the encoder for you and then start processing that file. Then you can easily go back and export another one. And you can even go back and be working in the Premiere. Do you get it? But if you use the export, the dialog box is going to be there and you can't do anything again until it finishes encoding it or producing it. So it's very important to know that, oh, maybe I have other files that I want to export. Then you can put them in a queue. After one another, they will spend time to. So once the first one finishes, you go to the second one until the queue is exhausted.
Okay.
Any question?